sandwiches together. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And partner, nice little connection there on the corner route.
The receiver set it up perfectly, worked his way inside, and then broke it back to the outside for the completion.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Smith now to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. It's a 4-receiver look to the right side. Throwing again is Smith. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Defense showing blitz. They'll run it with Williams. And a gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Folk's kick is good. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. And the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get hooked and let a running back get outside, because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. After the run, Smith going to throw. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith drops it underneath to Forte. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Hill, the lone setback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Bortles. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They come out here in the eye. They begin the drive with Hill. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. A little dump off for Crowell. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Here's Bortles to throw. Jeremy Hill was the one he was trying to hit there, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the 1st down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Bortles. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing is Bortles. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Shipped together here from the D-line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Smith looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
All week long as a defense, you game plan to stop this guy as a runner. And then when they start sneaking him out of the backfield and throwing it to him, that totally disrupts what you plan to do in the game.
On 1st down, it's Smith. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. And the D looking like they may blitz. 2nd and 10. Smith again. Flush to his right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Gino now to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. And again here, we'll see the Wildcat.
Let's go!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Yet again, here's a Wildcat look. 1st and goal here from the 2. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Pass incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and it's 3rd and 5.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Throwing is Smith, and that is incomplete. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect them.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
And Folk's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settled for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. He's going to go up top again. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
And you've got guys who can flat out run. Sometimes all you say in the huddle is go. They ran the fly route, took the shot downfield, just unable to connect.
Bortles going to throw. It's caught. It's Barnidge over the middle. The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Bortles. And that is incomplete. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send the blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a gain of 21 that time. And the Browns are going to have a 1st down. And really just a heck of a catch. That's a really good receiver making a nice play.
And against a really good defensive back. Right there together and over the top, the receiver wins the battle.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you filled the defense. You're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. And that's just an athletic defender making an athletic play.
Excellent read, too, by the defender. Noticed the route, jumped to the point, and knocked it away.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Bortles got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And New York set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. After the run, Smith going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Third and long, it's Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Emmanuel Agba, the rookie from Oklahoma State, getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. This will be fielded at the 17. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach?
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bortles now to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And he finds Barnage. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now Bortles. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. This will be caught at about the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
Again, it's Bortles. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. Smith. And Anderson's got it. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Smith going to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. Play action. It's Smith. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Desmond Bryant in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught left side. It's Barnage. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Bortles. And he finds Barnage. He's got it. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Into the red zone. It's Bortles. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Bortles now to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Pro Bowler, Muhammad Wilkerson, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Bortles. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Jets